This is an NBC News special report. Here's Lester Holt.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're coming on the air with breaking news. President Trump, who tested positive late last night for the COVID-19 virus and has been experiencing what the White House is calling mild symptoms, is about to be taken to Walter Reed Army Medical Center as a precaution. For more, let's go right to Hallie Jackson at the White House. Hallie, what do you know?
Lester, a senior administration official tells me that in about 15 minutes, President Trump is expected to walk out of the White House and board Marine One for the short flight to Walter Reed Medical Center. He will spend a few days there, I'm told, working out of the presidential offices at the facility, according to this official. The president has been fighting fatigue, according to his doctor. Sources tell us he's been battling low-grade fever as well, those familiar with his condition. The symptoms are still mild, I'm told, by a senior administration official, and the White House reiterates he is in good spirits. He is, in their words, doing well, but this is a precautionary measure that was recommended by the doctors. Lester, it is significant still that the president will be spending time at Walter Reed. I don't have a timeline for you. I don't know what the next few days means at this point. We are working to find out more, but this is the most serious health crisis that a president has faced in decades. Again, symptoms mild, that is what we're being told, but we are getting a better sense of what exactly those symptoms are. We are also now hearing, just in the last couple of hours, not even, Lester, from the White House physician about the president's treatment plan. He has been given an antibody cocktail, an infusion of this cocktail by Regeneron, this drug company. It's an experimental drug, and it's intended to boost the body's immune system. We are now getting more insight into that treatment. The First Lady, we are told, has a mild cough. She has a headache as well. It is not clear if she will be accompanying her husband to Walter Reed today or not, but we're going to find out, I think, very shortly here, sometime in the next 15 to 20 minutes, Lester.
All right, we're looking in the left side of your screen, the south lawn of the White House, where Marine One should touch down to take the president on that short flight to the medical center. Let's bring in NBC News medical correspondent Dr. John Torres. Dr. John, first of all, explain this antibody treatment that the president has received.
So what they're talking about is a company called Regeneron has developed monoclonal antibodies, which are essentially antibodies that have been gotten from patients who recover from COVID-19. They donate blood, their antibodies are filtered out, and then Regeneron, the company, has taken those and they have multiplied that. They have basically made more of those in the lab. In this case, what they've done is two different types of antibodies. They've combined them together in a cocktail, and with this compassionate use program, they have given that to the president. The hope there is these antibodies will essentially jumpstart his immune system and help him fight off these early symptoms of coronavirus to prevent them from worsening, Lester.
Yeah, and I don't want to get too far into the world of speculation here, but Dr. John, when you hear that a patient who is exhibiting mild symptoms is about to be taken to the hospital, what is it strictly a precaution? Are there certain things that they would want to do that they simply can't do at the medical facilities of the White House?
You know, Lester, if it was you or I or anybody else, I would say, I'm more concerned about this because there's really no reason to go to the hospital if you only have mild symptoms. But this is the president of the United States we're talking about, and more than likely there aren't the observation facilities at the White House where they can watch him overnight. They can keep that 24-hour vigil in a more intensive way. And so they said, even though the symptoms are mild, let's go ahead and take him to the hospital, watch him for a few days, maybe a few nights, just to make sure everything's okay, because if something does change, if it starts to worsen, you want the equipment, you want the facilities, you want the people that have an understanding of the procedures to be on hand to do things immediately. You don't want to have to worry about that transportation time. Again, for the average person, this would concern me. For the president, not so much, because again, they're being extra precautious here.
All right, Dr. John, thanks. Let me turn to senior Washington correspondent Andrea Mitchell now. She's following all this with us. Andrea, we have seen historically that White Houses in general are often not super transparent when it comes to medical crises involving presidents.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this president has actually released less of his medical records, his annual physical, very brief summary from his physical. He went to Walter Reed last November on a Saturday afternoon, unannounced, never really explaining it, said it was for routine blood work and the first stage of his physical, which didn't really add up. Then the physical was completed in June, and again, only a brief summary. And when he was a candidate, he did not do what most nominees do, which is to release a really elaborate, medical records. He didn't do any of that. In history, of course, we've seen many instances, bipartisan instances, where the White House is covered up. Ronald Reagan, when the assassination attempt took place in 1981, they didn't tell us for years. Well, in fact, they never told us. Historians figured out that he, in fact, almost died, that the bullet came that close to his heart. And they also released a doctored photo of Nancy Reagan standing next to the president in the hospital, in GW Hospital, in his bathrobe, looking quite well and smiling. They cropped out a nurse who was holding a machine hooked up to him that was attached to a drainage tube coming from his lungs. He really was not doing very well after surgery. And then also Dwight Eisenhower, he had a heart attack. They said it was a stomach upset. FDR, of course, famously hiding the wheelchair. JFK, tossing footballs, but really had Addison's disease. And one of the reasons he looked so healthy, historians tell us, is that there was so much cortisone. So there's a lot to this. Also, he has comorbidities. Not only that he's 74, he weighs 244 pounds. That is not good. And he has a pre-diabetic condition, according to his records. Not diabetes, but that's also a contributing factor to higher risk. Lester?
Yeah, Andrea, we're looking at the White House, and off to the right there is a helicopter. Don't know if that is Marine One, but it seems to be moving that is certainly a part of the Marine One fleet of Marine helicopters, and it's now making its way toward the White House, where, as Hallie Jackson reported a moment ago, President Trump will be taken to the Walter Reed Army Medical Center for precautionary treatment after his diagnosis of COVID-19. We don't know if he'll be accompanied by the First Lady, who was also exhibiting signs and also tested positive for COVID-19.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.